The price of gas, like most other things, is all about supply and demand. And as we have seen, any disruption on the supply side will almost certainly lead to more pain at the pump. But this latest spike to an all-time high has many calling for America to boost its oil production, and Colorado could play a big role in that.
We're banning all imports of Russian oil and gas.
The conflict in Ukraine that resulted in the U.S. no longer importing oil from Russia only intensified a problem that already existed. The demand for oil in the U.S. exceeds the amount it produces. Colorado is currently the 5th largest producer of oil in the country, and while you don't see much of this in El Paso County, it is an economic backbone of many economies north of Denver.
It's our way of life. It is the lifeblood of what we do.
But State Representative Hugh McKean, whose district includes the city of Loveland and other parts of Larimer County, says oil production here is down significantly.
We've really seen a downturn. So you see people who are leaving our area, taking their kids out of our schools to go to somewhere else, North Dakota, West Texas, go somewhere where there is, the need for their service.
Thanks to fracking technology, there was a steady increase in oil production in Colorado from 2012 to 2019, peaking at nearly 200 million barrels. However, since that time, production has dropped more than 20%. The head of the main pro-oil industry group in Colorado says the pandemic is largely to blame for a nationwide slowdown in early 2020. However, Colorado has been especially slow to bounce back.
I think what we have seen is that across the nation, that recovery has been fairly quickly. Unfortunately, here in Colorado, we have not been as quick to recover.
She believes the reason for that is both the political and regulatory environment here.
Producers looked at their most prospective targets, and unfortunately, that was not Colorado. I think what we've seen in Colorado is a lot of uncertainty and instability around our industry over the last few years, and that continues to this day.
State regulators, however, argue that the industry is to blame for the lack of production. The governor saying on CNN last week that there are plenty of active permits for sites that companies have chosen not to develop.
There's over 2,000 in Colorado that have been approved and haven't been used. It's really a matter of when and how the industry chooses to invest and raise capital.
That number is a bit inaccurate.
Granger questions those numbers and says quite a few of those permits are either about to expire or involve sites that don't produce enough to be viable. The oil and gas industry believes we can get back to that 200 million barrels of oil a year mark in Colorado or more, but not at the rate we're going right now, because currently it's taking a year, maybe longer, to get a permit for a site like this approved. However, one group of lawmakers hopes that will soon change. That group of Republicans unveiled a resolution this week urging the state to reduce the permit processing time to 90 days, claiming that will encourage a lot more industry investment.
In 90 days, they should be able to accept a permit and have the active permit out the door and let somebody go to work. There is absolutely no reason with the stricture we have in place that the proper permits cannot get permitted, get out the door, and begin production.
Granger believes increasing production in Colorado will impact the price at the pump without damaging the environment.
Anybody that is concerned about the environment and environmental impacts should, one, want production to occur right here in the United States, and two, more specifically, they should want that production to occur right here in Colorado, because we have some of the most stringent regulations in the nation, and I would argue in the world, when it comes to oil and gas production.
In 2018, Colorado voters rejected a plan to expand the required distances between oil and gas projects in places like homes or schools. However, the Oil and Gas Conservation Commission later put those restrictions in place anyway. A spokesperson for the commission told me this week that despite that, there are still plenty of ways for companies to operate in a more protective way.